Have you ever had a week where you felt absolutely invincible? Like you were manifesting money, crushing your goals, and completely on top of the world. Only for the next week to hit, and suddenly you're exhausted, unmotivated, and questioning everything. Most of us treat these low periods like a personal failure. We panic, we beat ourselves up, and we try to force ourselves to hustle through the burnout. But the universe doesn't operate on a straight line. It moves in beautiful, predictable cycles. Today, we are mastering the ultimate law of permanent peace, the law of rhythm. This law is the secret to moving from survival mode to sustained mastery. When you understand it, you stop fighting against your natural down periods and learn how to ride them like a wave. Stick with me until the end of the video because I'll share a technique called honoring the ebb. I'll show you a simple daily action that takes the fear out of your quiet seasons and actually uses them to gather massive, explosive momentum for your next major upswing. The law of rhythm states that everything in existence moves to a precise, measured beat. Just like the rise and fall of the tides, the changing of the seasons, and the swing of a pendulum, everything in the universe flows in and out. For every high, there must be a relative low. For every exhale, there must be an inhale. On a quantum level, your life is a series of energetic seasons. The mistake most people make is trying to live in a perpetual summer. When a winter season arrives, whether it's in your career, your creativity, or your relationships, you assume something is broken. But the pendulum must swing back. As a conscious creator, you don't try to stop the pendulum from swinging backward. Instead, you change your relationship to it. You don't let yourself get dragged down into the emotional low. You rest, you prepare, and you let the backward swing build the exact momentum required to launch you to a higher peak than ever before. Let's look at 3 practical ways this law plays out in your daily life so you can stop resisting the natural tides of your reality. Think about a time you sat down to write, plan, or create, and absolutely nothing would come out. You felt completely blocked. Most creators try to force their way through it, which only creates resistance and heavy energy. An enlightened creator recognizes this as a natural inhale phase. Your soul is gathering information, resting, and integrating. By stepping away and letting the rhythm take its course, you allow the space for the exhale, the massive breakthrough idea to rush in naturally. In friendships and romantic partnerships, there are seasons of intense, burning connection and seasons of quiet space and independence. When a relationship enters a quiet rhythm, an unaligned mind panics and thinks they are pulling away, it's over. But a master of the law of rhythm understands that space is necessary for individual growth. The expansion happens in the stillness, and that space is exactly what makes the next season of closeness so deeply fulfilling. And finally, let's talk about the financial plateau. If you are building a business or manifesting wealth, you will inevitably hit plateaus. You might experience a massive launch or a bonus, followed by a month of steady, quiet numbers. If you panic and think you're losing money, your frequency drops into scarcity. But if you look at that plateau as the universe anchoring in your new normal, stabilizing the foundation before building the next level, you maintain your high vibration and allow the next upward spike to occur right on time. So, how do we stop fighting the universe's timing and master this cosmic cycle today? We use a mindset reframing technique to change how we view our downtime. The secret to the law of rhythm is neutralization. When the pendulum swings backward into a low energy or quiet phase, you must refuse to attach a negative story to it. Stop saying, "I'm failing," and start saying, "I'm in an inhale season." Neutralize the low, and it loses its power to drag your manifestation down. Your action item for today is to create an energy calendar. For the next 7 days, grade your dominant daily energy level on a scale from 1 to 5 in your journal. Next to it, note whether you are in an inhale, resting, learning, reflecting, or exhale, doing, creating, attracting state. By physically mapping your personal rhythm, you will stop fearing your quiet days and honoring them as the essential charging stations for your highest quantum leaps. When you finally align with the law of rhythm, you realize that a bad day isn't a bad life. It's just a transition point. You can rest easy knowing that the light always returns and your harvest is mathematically guaranteed. In our final video of our series, we are unlocking the 12th law, the law of gender. I'm going to show you how to master the masculine and feminine energies within you to finally trigger the incubation period for your dreams, so they cross the finish line into physical reality. If you're ready to stop forcing and start flowing, make sure you are subscribed to her quantum reality. Comment rhythm below to claim your alignment with the universal tide today. I'll see you next time.